Slasher the Slicer, the Dicer, Blade Braxton from WrestleCrap.com. And I'm wishing a happy 2 years to Addy and Cheesy. Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Before we get into the act...
You were looking over here.
Start over here. Hey, everybody. Before we get into the actual video, you may have noticed that there was a clip of a guy named Blade Braxton. This jacket I'm wearing during this intro is meant to commemorate him. I met Blade 15 or so years ago now. I was a DJ at a radio station, and I had called him. I had talked with him a little bit beforehand, and we did an interview to discuss his time on WrestleCrap.com, which he was a contributor since 2002. We were discussing various books and stuff, and it so happened that we interviewed him and RD later on about the death of WCW and about WrestleCrap's book of lists. They were both very proud of the books. I messaged with Blade a lot since then. I invited Blade and RD to our wedding, which was even asked on an episode of WrestleCrap Radio. It is very hard for me because Blade and I talked a lot. Hell, if you saw the clip, that was from, I can't believe that was 2016, but that my 2 years special was 2016. He did that clip. We asked him again for one on our 4-year anniversary, but he said he was extremely busy and he'd get back to me. The last message I have from him was talking about how we had both gone to Horror Hound and we both missed each other. And then we started to learn that we were both at Horror Hound and we missed each other almost every convention. So, while I'm not like the other people from Trauma who had worked with him, I did get to know him through phone calls and texts and messages. He would text me on my birthday. He would send messages to me if I was feeling down just to check to see how I was doing. He was an all-around good guy. Blade passed away last night as we're filming this. When I say last night would have been March 27th?
28th.
March 28th. Last night would have been March 28th when he passed. This is being filmed on the 29th. And even though I never got to meet him in the flesh, he and I were not best friends, but we were close. We would check in on each other, make sure everybody was doing okay, make sure each other was doing okay. Again, he passed away suddenly last night, and he will be greatly missed. If you are interested, he is in Return to Nukem High, Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2. He's in the upcoming Shakespeare Shitstorm, and he also is in a few other independent films. He was also a wrestler by the name of Midnight Rose. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss Blade. He was my buddy. He contacted me if I was feeling down. He was one of the 3 Trauma people that would contact me to make sure I was okay. I shouldn't say one of 3. There was probably 4 or 5, but one of the Trauma people to contact me. Blade will be greatly missed, and I thank you all for watching this, and thank you all for sticking with me through this intro. So, Blade, you're going to be missed. You're loved by a lot of people. On with the episode. Welcome to a handheld version of unboxing. Due to personal reasons and a little mix-up, this will be a handheld unboxing. So, I have here a combination of birthday gifts and something that I actually ordered. The birthday gift was on hold because they were waiting to get something in. This is from Diabolik DVD. So, first, well, I'm just going to dump them all out in my lap. So, good gravy. First, we have The Psychic, which is a film by Lucio Fulci. The Psychic I haven't seen. It's one of the few Fulcis I haven't seen. This has a brand new 2018 2K scan of the original camera negative with extensive color correction and audio fixes done. A commentary by Troy Howarth. Now, I will mention this here. Troy Howarth is in a lot of Fulci stuff, but I would rather have a commentary with Stephen Thrower, who also wrote a book on Fulci. Stephen Thrower is very knowledgeable and wrote a book on Jess Franco as well. There's also an interview with the screenwriter, Daridano Sacchetti, still gallery and trailers. Now, this one was not from the birthday haul. This is one that I actually ordered. This is Dawn of the Dead. And you may be saying to yourself, huh, that's interesting. Well, this is the UK Dawn of the Dead, and it is the 4K presentations of Dawn of the Dead. This is not the special edition that has all the super duper special features. There are some on here. So, for instance, disc 1 is the theatrical cut, which has a new 4K scan. It's presented in HDR10+, new restoration of the optical track, new commentary, the original commentary, and then disc 2 is the extended can cut, which is also in 4K. Disc 3 is the 4K of the Argento cut, because yes, Dario Argento did cut a version of this, and it came out in the UK as Zombie, and what we know as Zombie here in America came out as Zombie 2 in the UK. There's also disc 4, which has a whole bunch of special features, a bunch of new stuff, but it is Blu-ray, and I'm going to assume the Blu-ray is region locked. If it is, don't be surprised. If it is not, I will put a tag in the bottom and let you know that it is not. But some of the stuff on here, new zombies and bikers with a bunch of the people who made the movie, Memories of Monroeville, a tour of the mall with the stars and cast and all that, new FX with Tom Savini, new Dummies, an interview with Richard Franz, the Lost Romero Dawn interview, and then Document of the Dead, the definitive cut with optional commentary. The Dead Will Walk 2014 documentary, trailers, and TV and radio spots. So that is George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead, the UK 4K. Can I add any more Ks? I don't know. Next up, It Glows in the Dark. It is Lucio Fulci's The Beyond. This, I do believe, is part of a trilogy that starts with, I want to say it's Zombie, this, The Beyond, and I want to say The Gates of Hell, also known as City of the Living Dead. But yes, this is the Grindhouse releasing version. It has a spectacular high-definition transfer, and it is uncensored. A commentary with Katarina McCall and David Warbeck. An optional Italian-language soundtrack. Interviews. Archival interviews. A German pre-credit sequence, linear notes, and the soundtrack is included. And hey, it glows in the dark. That's a plus. We have Lucio Fulci's The Gates of Hell. Now, this is also known as City of the Living Dead. I have the UK version of City of the Living Dead. This is an updated version from what I understand. This is a standard Blu-ray, but it is a 2020 4K color graded version of the film. There's new audio commentary with Troy Howarth and Nathaniel Thompson. A commentary with Sergio Salvetti, Roberto Forges Davinzetti, moderated by Paolo Albiero, which is in Italian with English subtitles. And then I do believe the rest of the stuff, other than the transfer and that commentary, I do believe all that is on the Arrow version of City of the Living Dead. I will have to double check that. Next up, we have Lucio Fulci's A Lizard in a Woman's Skin, which I do believe is his foray into the giallo. I couldn't think of the word. It's directed by Lucio Fulci. Lucio Fulci's masterpiece from Alan Jones. And Alan Jones you may have heard of if you've watched either the Video Nasty documentaries. So, the new stuff on here, this has a brand new HD transfer, a documentary called Shedding the Skin, Lucio Fulci's Day for Night, an interview with Stephen Thrower, interview with Tony Adams, an audio commentary with Chris Gavin, Italian and English language subtitle choices, previews, and the rest. This is Lucio Fulci's Perversion Story. So the person who got these knew I was a fan of Lucio Fulci. HD transfer, extended interviews, that type of stuff, trailers. Death Wish, I'll do these the other way. Death Wish 2, this is the Shout Factory Special Edition. Has a both theatrical cut and unrated cut of the film, and a commentary with Paul Talbot, as well as a trailer. Why they call it a special edition when there's only one new thing other than the cuts, I don't know. And then, of course, Death Wish 3. This has a brand new 2020 2K scan, an interview with actor Kirk Taylor, and an audio commentary with Paul Talbot. So, that was my birthday haul. Thank you for watching this.